crew, Ripclaw 2000. And in the last two videos, I understand that y'all guys had trouble finding my name and gamer tag. I read the comments on that, and y'all kept asking for it. I didn't respond back because I didn't have my notifications on for YouTube at the moment, but now I do. So I put my name down there in the description at least once, and I have it in here. So if y'all want to pause the video and write it down again twice, that's fine. I'm active at least 94% of the time, so if you like want to like text me anytime, I'll probably get it on my phone. If not on my phone, PlayStation, and I'll get back to you on that too. But what I've actually started this video is about recruitment. I actually started this video because I wanted to tell y'all guys on how my ranks work, and is it fair, or like will I get like mistreated wrong in this crew? Is there like discipline? Is discipline bad? Well, yes and then no. What the first thing I want to talk about is how my crew can actually help people instead of destroying and going against other crew wars. I know what y'all guys are thinking, like, isn't that what military crews are for, to go against other military crews? Well, yes, but this one, no. Not all military crews are about dominant power between one another. Most crews are mainly about protecting one another or helping each other as a group. This crew is about doing all of the above. When it comes down to it, it comes down to it. If it doesn't have to. So basically, what I like to propose is basically this crew is going to be more advanced in that. We're trying to focus on keeping out of crew wars and stopping other tryhards from, you know, destroying random people. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so like let's say there's like a level 5 and he's getting harassed by tryhards, like level 500 or 600s or like 200s, give or take a few hundred numbers, and it's not fair to him because he can't do his jobs, because he can't work, he can't ride around in peace. So who's gonna help him? We're gonna help him, obviously, because he's a low level, so we understand where he's coming from with that position. But I came to talk to you about ranks, so why don't we get started then? Enough with the other side talk. So the first rank I would like to talk to you about is about private. Private rank is a very sufficient and the lowest rank of them all, but it's also easy to come up from. It's not as easy to lose a rank. You can't go any lower than private. If you go any lower than private, I guess you're kicked out of the crew. But I'm not a strict crew leader, so I don't get on people that easily. It takes a while for me. Second rank, well, I don't really have my ranks in order right now, so ranking is out of the question, ordinary. Let's just start with classes. Let me hit the first class. This one, as y'all guys know, it is the well, I don't know, the MP class, military police, and it says noose on it, but I'm gonna ignore it. This one right here, this one is your airborne class, where you jump out of helicopters, planes, stuff like that. People think it's useless, but I think it has value. This one, it says SAS, Secret Air Service, or Specialized Air Service. I don't know how the British wants to work with that name. I don't know, I kind of forgot. But this one over here is one of our special ops suits. The soldier, same thing. Special ops. This is one of the special ops suits that I made. Yeah, he has heat vision, goggles, a mask, shirt. These guys are basically tactical with everything. But how I treat these people, these guys are tactical with everything. They're supposed to withstand a lot of fire. They have to know how to do almost everything in the game by themselves. They cannot, well, they can fail, yes, that's fine. But they're supposed to learn every possible contingency plan possible. I teach everybody. Then once it becomes special ops, it's about a 2-week program. It takes a while. I have to teach them everything they need to know about this one. That means flying, driving, tanking. Think about it, like anything that has anything to do with like a militarized vehicle, you have to learn. Anything with water or air, you have to learn how to do it. Special ops requires a lot of training and a lot of work. They do not baby you on that. The Advanced Marine. Advanced Marine is basically a Marine. Like practically a Marine. But he's always gonna be the first to go in, but he's also gonna go into some strict training too. These guys are meant to run and gun. So if you're one of those people that likes to run and gun and dominate the battlefield, this will be your go-to class right here. I will teach many people on how to use this one mostly. The Advanced Mercenary. The Advanced Mercenary is a high ranking level. He's basically for anyone higher than Corporal Officer to Warrant Officer. Advanced Marines are basically, yeesh, my bad, sorry about that. Advanced Mercenaries are basically SOTF. They can follow minimum rules. Advanced Mercenaries, they follow minimum rules. They don't have a commanding officer, so nobody really can command them or tell them what to do. They do whatever they have to do to get the job done. Basically, they don't have a commanding officer. They only have a general, which is me. So if I tell them to go do something or like that, they can and they have to do it, because basically they're higher than anybody else on that battlefield when it comes down to it. Anything else, they're probably never going to be around. This one, it's a special ops sniping class for like night missions and stuff like that, but it's not gonna be night missions. It's basically like night combat. Like if you're at night in combat and they're close range, close to you, you can use this if you want. This was for the snow. This was also a special ops suit. This was for the snow, and this could be either special ops or it could be Marines, because give or take a few, everybody loved the snow like a week ago, or not many people really enjoyed the snow. I loved it. It was cool. This one's a scout. Scouts are basically like Marines, and they're also like, well, Navy, well, officers too. They're like Marine officers. Scouts basically, they don't get into many fights, but they do know how to handle the area whenever and whenever I tell them. Or whenever the high-ranking officers tell them. This one is basically an advanced trooper. Advanced troopers, basically what they do. Hold on, let me get the outfit back on. Advanced troopers are like basically more better than like army. They're like special ops, but for army. So like if you like want to be a special op, but like you don't want to be like, you don't want to do all the training, then the advanced soldiers for you. Advanced soldiers, basically they look like the advanced mercenary, I know, but the helmet's different. So yeah, the helmets are different. They're basically like army people, but they're just also like special ops. So they're like SEALs basically, but they don't have all the training. They have half the training of a special ops soldier. So that's an advanced soldier. And this is this is a field officer. Field officers are basically the same thing as a basic officer. They tell them what to do. This one's demolitions class. If you're not much of a shooter, like if you're much of an RPG type person, like you like shooting your RPGs, like you love those RPGs a lot, like you just will never use a gun, then this will be the class for you. Demolitions will always be there. I mean, who doesn't like blowing stuff up? I mean, I love blowing stuff up, but not like that all the time. This is another scout. This is a field scout. Field scouts are basically like field officers and kind of like advanced soldiers. Field scouts go in by themselves, or they're like commandos. This one's your commando suit. Commando ops is basically where you think you can handle it and you go in all by yourself. They always wear white and black, just like a stormtrooper, always wearing white and black, no matter what terrain it is, they're always wearing white and black. Commando ops is basically like they're special ops, but they do it by themselves. These are the really high and mighty advanced troopers. That one's another one. This one's a ghost. If you want to be a part of Ghost Squad is basically like special ops, but you do a lot more hell of a training than you do from the basic special op. Ghost op is basically like, it consists of 3 people. So if you think you can qualify and complete the special ops, there could be 3 ghosts. This one's another special op outfit. Don't worry about those. I guess I deleted the rest. There was another one. But guys, those are all of the outfits, and those are all of the rankings to them. So if y'all guys are interested, please leave a comment in the video. text my gamer tag. Anything y'all can, or if y'all try to get in contact with me, please let me know, and I will see to it. And if y'all guys want to do an interview, like tell me a little bit about yourself, tell me why you'd feel good for this rank or something like that. I'll get back to you. And remember, I'm a fair player. I'm nice to you. I'm not gonna treat you like crap. I'll joke around with you. I don't mind if you joke around back. That's fine, but just don't take the jokes too far. So when training starts, the jokes have to stop and the training begins. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.